Oh, whoa, look at that. It broke right off. Welcome back to this, another episode of Stuff 2005 Xterra. If you've been around long enough, or maybe you haven't, you may have heard that the heater core inlet and outlet connectors are very brittle. They came from the factory, made out of some sort of plastic, but they fail. This was the one that originally failed me. So this whole long piece that goes all the way around, and I ended up replacing it with a OEM Nissan one, about 60 bucks, something like that. At the time, I did not replace this one either, so I'd rather have it not fail, and I'm not even sure if this one is factory or not, but this one has a bleeder on top. The new one from Dorman does not, but that's okay. All right, first thing I'm going to do is undo this hose clamp with the closest thing to a hose clamp tool I have, which is not the best, but it'll work. I'm going to get this end off first, see how much drips out. There we go. Okay, let's see what kind of mess I make. Whoa, look at that. It broke right off. See how little effort that took? That's crazy. Perfect example of why you want to change these. This plastic is just, it's done. Childproof. That's what it looks like. Couple of clamps. Should go on easy. I'm going to mention now that people have also mentioned that these clamps may not be strong enough or as strong as the OEM ones. So I'm going to give it a shot, see how these do. If it leaks, I'll pull it off and put the other ones back on. One of the things you do have to note after you're done is you may have an air bubble. So you may have to do some opening of the radiator cap, revving it till you get that bubble out, so you don't want any overheating. So let's see what happens. Let's get to it. I missed getting that on camera, but the big plastic chunk fell out. There's some more on the floor, but yeah. Okay, now that that one's broken off, let's get the other piece off, and then we can get the plastic out of that hose before it goes into the middle of the engine where I can't do anything about it. Okay, hopefully this will come right off. Oh yeah, even the bleeder thing broke right off too. That's excellent. Basically garbage. Yeah, let's see if I can twist this thing without doing further damage to something else. Just need to get it loose. There we go. Didn't want to damage the heater core. So there it is. Got it. Yep, very nice. There's the new one. That is going to go right on there. Let's stick this on. So I'm just going to spray this inside with a little soapy water. Oh yeah, that goes on nice and smooth. Got it all the way. And if you can see that, I'm going to pull that little blue pin out, and that'll loosen the snap. It'll stay there. There we go. That just was holding it in place. You can slide it on, but yeah, we'll see how that does. I have trust issues, so we'll see. I have got to get me some proper hose clamp tools. This is stupid. That's better. Turn it a little so it's seated in the same spot. Okay, I'm already second guessing the Dorman one versus this one. The factory one's a lot tighter, and this thing is still super easy to move, so I'm just going to pop that one off real quick and throw this OEM one back on. It'll only take a sec, so let's get that done. Yeah, look at that. I can just pull it right off. No effort. That one will be better. How much better? I don't know. I'd rather use that one. There it is. Yeah, it's probably still a little loose from the soap, but you can definitely tell that's on there better. So I like that. Turn up a little to the top, just because. There we go. It's all in. Now I just need to run this thing, hopefully get some bubbles through it, watch the temperature gauge, make sure nothing shows a sign of being an air bubble stuck somewhere, and that's it. Not bad. All right, no leaks so far. It's a good sign. All right, there's the engine temperature, 189, 190. Looking pretty good after driving for a few. And for those of you wondering about my oil pressure, this is a live gauge. 2005 to, I think, 2007. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, and the low pressure tire light. That's why. All done. Not too bad. There's the Dorman part number. I'll put it in the description. Not a sponsor. And yeah, I'm all sweaty. You can read that. That's why. A little warm here in Arizona still. But anyway, hope that was helpful, and maybe replace that before you have a problem out on the road, because that would be a bummer. So anyway, thanks for watching.